Every so often, I log into Google Search Console to figure out how my website is doing in search results and Google search results, and specifically to see what content can be optimized. So, what I'm looking for is content that is showing up in search results, but it's not, it's not in the top five positions, or maybe it's on the second page, and it can get tweaked or get some attention and some care and hopefully pushed up into the first page. So I'm going to walk you through my process really quickly. It's really simple. um, we've got four different dimensions up here: clicks, impressions, click through rate, so our clicks per impressions, and then our average position. So this is aggregate for all of the queries that your site ranks for in Google. Um, but we can also get granular, and let's say just this one query built with Tailwind. If we click on it, it's going to show us what the trend has been for that particular query. So these are the clicks over the past 3 months. If we turn on the impressions here, we can see it's pretty much in line. That the click-through rate is pretty high, meaning that when someone is looking for built with Tailwind, chances are they're going to click on our result, our search engine result, because one, it's in the first position and it's most likely in line with what they're looking for, since that's the theme of the website. So, a couple other dimensions here we can take a look at. We can filter down by device. So let's say we wanted to see how well we're doing on mobile versus desktop, right? We can do that comparison here. And this is obviously useful, so you can know, all right, some sites tend to do better in mobile because however it's promoted or however people come to know about the site, it's on their phone. Whereas other sites do better on desktop, for whatever reason. Maybe the content is more oriented around people who are sitting at their desk. All right, so there's that. You can also filter down by country. Um, and then another way I like to use queries is, I'll show you an example. So with this site, there are a bunch of queries that are kind of irrelevant. So you can see here, CCL Centrex, AdSoup, Web Artisan. So a bunch of these keywords aren't really relevant, and you can see we're not even getting any clicks for them anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. But what I could do is, if I filtered by query and only queries containing the keyword Tailwind, make these results a bit more relevant. And now when I filter and sort, I'm gonna get those irrelevant queries out of here. So how are we gonna sort? The first way I like to do it is by position. Like I said, we're looking for content that is in position 5 and lower. So and by lower I mean like 6, 7, 8, 9. So here we go, right? So Tailwind About Us page. So let's check this out. Our click-through rate there is 7%. So it's had 138 impressions over the past 3 months. 10 people have clicked through. And if we click on this, now we're going to get to see what page exactly on the website they are finding. If we go over to the Pages tab here, and this is taking them to the home page. So this home page is really not relevant to this query. Tailwind About Us page. They're probably looking for About Us page Tailwind templates, in which case, uh, you know, our website, we can probably, this would be something that I would say, okay, is there content that we can create that is more relevant and more targeted to this query? And if so, we should probably do it because we're ranking for the query already uh, with an irrelevant page. So those are the small type of things that you can pick up. Uh, Also searching or filtering down by impression. So this is going to show us, and what I like to look for here is high impressions, low click through. And typically what that means is either the position is really low on the page, or there's some kind of like incongruency where it doesn't make sense. So check this one out. Tailwind cheat sheet, only 5 clicks, 2,300 impressions, all the way down there at position 9. If we were to click through and see what page on the website. All right, so this is pretty relevant, right? It's a Tailwind cheat sheet website. And so our next step would be to make note of this. And then I go through a process that I call reverse engineering the SERP, or reverse engineering the search engine results page, to figure out specifically what we would need to do to better optimize this. So hopefully you found this useful. If you don't log in and check this out, you should, because this is where you can figure out, okay, what content can I improve. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'm sure I probably missed or went over something. Okay, before I finish this video, you can export this data, and you can export directly to a Google Sheet. And what that will do is it will give you all of these tabs in different sheets, and you'll be able to filter uh, and manipulate all of the data in Google Sheets without having to, go back and forth with this pagination stuff here. So this export features is really useful. And yeah, that's it.